What is going on, brothers and sisters, and welcome to a new start at Autonauts, the Fully Automated edition. You'll remember many moons ago, we have created sprawling Metropolises within Autonauts to complete our enlightenment. But now we're going to start a new world, launch ourselves in, put your seatbelts on because settlement mode now exists. This is where we're going to code, create, and automate to build a community from the ground up. This has a bot limit, just like if you were playing on your consoles. So we're gonna launch right in here. Let's set the seed to be ShabbyDoo, which is 5, 4, 2, 8, 8, 7, 8, 0, 0. ShabbyDoo. That's the world of the do right there. So if you want to follow along and have fun with the do, please use that code and we'll all enjoy this ride together. So let's hit this. Let's see, we've got a good amount of rich stone. This is a pretty even spread, honestly. Even a good amount of fresh water, tons of salt water, obviously. Some cereal. We got tons of trees, tons of sand, obviously. So a little bit of swamp, not a lot, but enough. You don't need a lot of swamp, so let's go. Let's launch to our new world, our limited bots. And let's automate brilliance. Planet 542887800, aka ShabbyDoo. Dengi. Welcome, Autonauts. I am Otto. Get ready to learn how to use robots and programming. Can I skip? Oh, what is this? There are 8 stages of programming and automation to complete in Autonauts Metropolis. Your journey starts down there. Infrastructure, nomad, isolated, hamlet, village, town, city, and finally the Metropolis. Okay. It all ends up there. Yeah, we just talked about that. Thanks, Otto. First, you need to build and automate basic industries. Use these to set up and grow a settlement. Looks familiar? Books. We don't read. The plans you need to complete each stage are automatically pinned on this panel for your convenience. Oh-ho! Hover your mouse and pointer over to a plan to see what you need to know for completing. Cool. I need to chop down trees, soil dug, and tree seed planted. So why don't we do what I always do here first? Let's just start with a little exploration and try and get the lay of the land. We've got a good brown patch over here, so we can use this to start off for farming and whatnot without having to till up grass for that. So that's pretty good. This is pretty open here. We got some bushes we can get rid of. But overall, I kind of like this spot here. It's pretty, it's not too shabby. Ooh, this is actually pretty nice over here next to the water. We can work our way around. We got the water here too, though. Ooh, bunch of cereal. Got some pumpkins. Love me my pumpkins. All right, just open up some map here just so we can get some eyesight. We'll open up more when we actually get some like movement speed here. But for now, I'm just gonna launch ourselves down here. So let's discuss. I'm thinking this could be a decent, holy crap, that's a big ass hard mass rock right there. This could be the start of a good tree farm here, and we can work in this area to get that automated, kind of square it up a bit. And then maybe I make this as our food farms because it's already pretty well built out for us. And look, we got greens down here, or grass already built. And that's a pretty good size. We can just use that for a pasture later. That's pretty nice. All right, so let's begin. I'm gonna start off with some of the basics. We're just gonna walk around real fast. I'm gonna grab some sticks and throw those down right here. I'm gonna grab some rocks. I'm gonna do the same thing. Let's just clean up our house here a bit. Clean house, happy house, right? Listen to your girlfriends, brothers, okay? Clean the freaking house. Clean the house. All right. So got a little bit of that. So, you know, it wants us to start chopping down trees and doing all those other things. But first, we need to build some tools, right? So let's get into the blueprints here. I got to remember the buttons. It has been a minute since I've done this. E. So we're going to need a crude workbench. I'm going to start this as our temporary right here, I think. 2, 3. I'm just going to plop those down for now. And we just need logs and sticks, okay? So let's grab our sticks. Oop, right click. 2. 1, 2. And we can grab some logs right here. We're gonna move a little slower because we're a little wimpy right now, but that's okay. We'll get better. We'll get better. So we'll get our first crafting station here. Let me grab these rocks again. I wasn't sure about where I was going to place my benches, but I kind of like up here. So I'm going to grab a rock. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get myself an axe. And I'm actually going to cancel this. Yep. Give me these sticks back. Give me my axe. Okay. Give me that axe. I'm going to put that in my pocket. I'm then going to make a shovel. These require the same materials. They're just the nice, crude basics that we need to start off with. Excellent. And with this, we can really get our home started. So I'm going to leave the shovel right here. I'm going to clean up by moving these over here. And you know what? I'm actually going to put them in here so we can start making a second workbench, because we're going to need multiple later once we get automation going pretty well. So it's going to want us to make some tools. We'll get to that. Let's also get down a bot assembly. Here's our bot assembly. So 2 logs and 3 planks. R is rotate. I'm just going to plop it right here for the moment. And I'm going to make a pickaxe as well. Where's a stick? Way up here. And with this, I'm doing this just so I don't have to run around so much. I'm just going to farm up a couple pieces of rock. If you haven't seen it before, I do suggest you check out our original Autonauts playthrough. We played through the only mode at the time, which is Enlightenment now. And we made it all the way to the end. So, of course, we'll do the same here if you're all going to love some more Autonauts back in the rotation. So we'll go through everything step by step on how to do it. If you have questions along the way, leave me a comment down below while you're hitting that like and subscribe button, of course. Or in the description, check out our Discord link and come over there. And you can always ping me in the Autonauts chat and we can discuss code, tactics, whatever needs to be done. All right, we're going to plop that in. Come on, there you go. Good job. I'm going to just drop this pickaxe here. I'm going to grab these logs. I'm just going to bring 2 logs down here. And then I'm going to show you what we need to do for the 4th step. And also, I'm going to move this like this. So remember, you can move your blueprint. So in these early stages, don't bring stuff to your blueprint. Bring your blueprint to where you need to be. All right, so now we got our axe. Let's smack a log. Then I'll grab these 2, throw these in here. And then I'm just going to move this right over here. Like I was just saying, remember, we don't do things, we don't walk around for no reason. All right, and that'll be the 3rd plank. I'm going to just plop it here for the moment. So now we can start creating our basic bots. So I think our first bot we're going to have is we're going to need to set up a bot to chop down trees, okay? So why don't we just grab our axe here. We'll chop this tree down. I'm going to need 3 planks, a pole, and a tree seed. And this is how we do it. So first we'll grab our log. We'll throw that in here. I'm going to grab this as well since it's already made. Swap over. Remember, if you press Q, you'll put whatever you're holding on to in your little backpack. All right, now I'm going to smack this log. Then I'm going to smack that plank, and that's going to give us poles. I'm just going to smack both of these. Good. Then we're going to chop down the next tree. Thank you. And I'm just moving this over here for clarity. Then we're going to smack this into our planks. Grab planks, dump planks, and then grab a pole. Throw it in here. And a tree seed. And throw it in here. And now we've got our first bot, brother. Welcome to the world. You are going to be... We need good names for everything. So... whoever leaves me the best comments will get to choose the name. So leave me the type of robot and the name you want it to be. So this is going to be the... Chops... No. He will be rubbing wood. And we're going to... I'm going to do this real fast, actually. I'm going to set this to make another pickaxe. Or another hatchet, I suppose I should say. Throw that in there. Let me grab these 2 sticks, so bring them back with me. Throw one in here. I'm going to just throw the other on the ground. Cool. I'm just going to pick that up. Oh, is it not going to let me hot swap? Guess not. Okay, cool. So now what I can do is we can go to our bot, rubbing wood, and hit record. And what I want you to do is chop down trees. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have him get all of these trees here so we can clear up the space. Now, bots have limited memory and a limited space to search within. So you're going to be limited when you start off. So I'm going to set him up here like this. So he's going to find the nearest tree and he's just going to use his held item. And then he's just going to do that forever. Okay? But the first thing you're going to notice is when he gets out to his tree, he's swearing at me. He's like, you mother bleeper, because, you know, he's a robot. He bleeps. And he's saying he's missing his axe. So I'll throw him an axe and he'll be good to go. Once we set up a few bots to set up automation for creating more axes, we'll give him a code. So that way, if he doesn't have an axe in his hand, because they break, he'll go get one himself. Okay? We'll get to that though. So right now, he's just going to be out here chopping down trees, right? So what I do want to do is I kind of want to set up how I want our farm to look. And I'm thinking I'm going to grab my shovel, which I put over here. I'm going to carve out a little section right up top here. And I think this is going to be it. So we're going to start small, but I'm just going to get some extra space ready while my other guy just starts cleaning up trees so I can clean the place up and make it look nice. So stand by for a moment. I'm just going to clean up the edging of here so we can square it off and get rid of these trees. I've squared up my edging here. I'm not worried about getting it to the end. I've got other plans. I'm probably going to put a fence around it eventually. So, and the rocks are here, so I don't want that to be in the way. And I do need another plank. Let me grab my axe real quick. We'll chop this down and we'll set up some storage here in a little bit. First, we just need to get a little bit of bots here so I can get some work done. So let's grab our plank, put that away. New bot. All right, and you will be my gopher. He's gonna dig my hole. A woody gopher. All right. So what I want you to do, I need to grab this shovel though. Don't do that. Excuse you. Delete. I want you to come up here and dig a 3x3 for me. Do I want to do 3x3s or do I want to try something different? Let's try something different this time. I usually do 3x3s, but why don't we do 1x1s here? So we'll just do long stretches. I want you to do this. And then I'm going to copy and paste that with Control C. And I want you to also do it over here. Okay? And I want you to do this until you can no longer, forever. Have a shovel. Gotta wait for him to get mad. Here's your shovel. Go start digging holes for me. So he's gonna start digging holes for me in those spots that I laid out. So, and then we can start our tree planting process. And I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put long stretches in this time instead of the normal 3x3s that I usually go for. Let's do something different, brothers. So we'll get that going. Why don't we make a bot who will gather all these logs for us? Do we have storage created? Yes. So let me grab a pallet and I'm just going to plop it right here for a moment. So we need to fill this pallet because this is where we're going to be able to store wood. And so I'm going to make one of these and then we'll make a robot so we can teach him to come out and pick up all the wood he finds and then put it in this pallet for us. That over there. We need poles, 2 of them. I've got 2 sitting over here. Beautiful. For now, I'm just going to put it over here to get it. I'll keep it here, actually, just because there's a lot of logs here. So let's come over to our logs. Let me actually rotate this so we can easily throw stuff in and out of this. As usual, we'll just come chop up our plank. And yes, we will automate all this later. It's just not that reasonable to do so now when we need other things. So I'll make my own robots for the moment. Plus, the code's not very good at this stage to make a robot, if I recall, which is okay. Oops. Where'd my... There it is. Choppy, brother. A couple poles. A tree seed. Ah, it's a beautiful, beautiful robot. He's out of a shovel. We'll make that real quick. Shovel. That. One of my rocks. Throw these in here. Throw one on the ground. Give him the shovel so he shuts up. All right, perfect. Now you are going to be plays with dropped logs. Okay. So I'm going to hit record. What I want him to do is find all the logs. Oopsies. Not like that. I want this. So this is his designated space. We can make it more narrow if we need to. But for now, I want him to just pick up all the logs, essentially. That's his big play. I want him to pick them up. And then I always do this in the beginning until hands are full. It's a good habit. Because then later, maybe you get some upgrades for your bots. And then they can hold more than what you told them to, right? So I want him to do that until his hands are empty. Remember, these right here, this means exit repeat on fail. So that means if they can no longer complete the task, they'll exit the repeat loop and go on to the next subject, which in this instance is move to the storage and add to the storage. So we do that, repeat forever. Now go play with dropped logs. Now you'll see here, if you click this button, you can create a new team. Look, new teams, yay. So now it's there, or you can remove it. I've got the team You Give Us Wood because these are our foresters right here. So we'll put them all in there. So now we can, click on them, see what they're up to, making sure they're being happy, go lucky. Let me grab rubbing wood over here, actually. Stop him, record. I need to move you just a smidge over here because there's a couple trees we missed. Get to work, brother. Thank you. He's going to need another shovel. I'm just going to get ahead of it real fast and go make him that. So he's going to pick up our logs. And then let's see this. And what we'll do eventually is I'll get rid of all these stumps so that we can have a nice clean place. But for now, it's okay. We don't need to be perfect in the beginning. We just need to be adequate. That's what my mom always says. So I'm going to make another bot because speaking of adequate, one thing we're going to need a lot of is sticks. Not my mom, okay? So I'm going to make another bot here. And what we're going to do is have him collect sticks for us. And for him to collect sticks, he's going to need a place to put it, which is a crate. So we're going to need to make a crate. Oops. Nope. Nope. Give me these. Put that in here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I put my axe on the ground. There it is. Grab these. Look at him go. He's so hardworking. Throw these over here as well. And remember, move your blueprints to you. Don't move to your blueprints. 4 of those. Bring out my axe. Chop up this one. Gonna do the same over here real fast because we need 4 poles. The poles are over there. I didn't bring them with me, so we're gonna have to walk to that. Here, you can have this axe. Keep going. Stupid tree seed. Thank you. Dump all those in there. Again, I'm just gonna leave that here for a moment so our new robot can really handle the pressure. So we'll grab him. There's a tree seed right here I can get. All right, perfect. Actually, I'm gonna get another one of these down real fast. Over here. Yep. So you're actually gonna be a nut grabber. Nut grabber. No. Plant. You're gonna be plant these nuts. Okay. So we're gonna hit record. What I'm gonna have him do first is I just want him to find, while I'm working on something else, I want him to find all the tree seeds in here, like this, okay? And then I want you to do this until your hands are full, or until you can no longer. And then I want you to come down here. I want you to find a hole, and I want you to fucking crawl in it. No, just kidding, brother. I want you to plant in it. So I want you to find a hole here and plant in it. Do this until your hands are empty, or until you can no longer, and then repeat forever. Go. This is gonna get our basic farm started over here. So now we'll have some trees growing. Then now we can set this bad Larry up over here to chop the trees in this area, like so. For now, this will be good. Yes. Play it out. Awesome. Change you. Sir, I need you to stop what you're doing. Record. I need you to go over here and pick those up. All right. Oh, official planting my first forestry. We have chopped trees, dug soil, and planted seeds. Amazing. We unlocked a lumberjack's hat and the chopping block. Welcome to the chopping block, brother. But brothers and sisters, if you're loving Autonauts and you do want to see the new settlement mode to the end, you got to make sure you're hitting that like button. You got to make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss those episodes. And as usual, make sure you leave me a nice comment. Let me know how your games are going, what you think we should be doing, or if you got those questions. I'm going to wait till he drops this off, and then I'm going to move this right here for him so he can just do that a bit faster. Look at those trees going. They look great. So one thing that's going to happen is because things are sitting here, they will eventually despawn, okay? So we got to be careful about that. We need to start up some basic automations and get some cleanliness going. So I'm going to make another crate real quick. And with our final poles in, actually I only need one of those. I do need a tree seed. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you very much. So this will be our genius. This will be, he'll be poo sticks. Okay. So you're going to come over here, sir. To make my box. Yeah, I got a box here. I need you to come around and I need you to find all the sticks. I need you to find all the sticks until your hands are full or until you no longer can. And then I need you to come over here and put them in here until your hands are empty or until you no longer can, and then continue forever. Actually, but first, I need to fix this range here. Like this. Go. Have at it, sir. Have at it. Have fun. Go get my sticks. All right. So now we've got some basic stuff going. Here, you can have this. Do I still have a shovel? Yeah, I got a shovel right here. There we go. Just so these guys are still working. So we've got a small automated tree farm. It's not perfect yet, but this will get us started so we can get some basic materials going. And then we'll slowly segment it over here and expand as needed. And I need to try and keep things optimized because this is settlement mode. There's only 300 bots, okay? Let's move poo sticks into our listing here. So once he's done picking those up, we'll move them over here. It'll be the same with our tree seeder. We'll move him into this range. And then what I'm going to do is change his code. And if we have enough, it'll depend on how much kilobytes we have, okay? So just depending on that, we'll see how I use his code. I'll either tell him to pick stuff up, put them in the hole, and then if he can't do that, then go put them into a storage bin, which I'll put over here, okay? But until then, what is this? Settlement hierarchy. First, you need to build... Oh, yeah. We need to do all the things and the stuff, so... Tools is slowly being worked on. I do want to do this. So duplicate. Yep, that'll do for now. So I do want to grab some logs. I'm going to just plop this right here for an instance. He'll move. That's fine. He'll do his thing. I just want to throw these logs in here real fast. You go back here for now. Thank you. And I'm going to do the same thing with this. I was standing on the spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you are going to be this and pickaxes. Perfect. I'm going to move this just right here for now. So now I've got a workstation for each of those. I'll eventually get a bot going to have those taken care of. Not high on the priority at the moment. I do need to set up some other automations before I do this. For now, I'll just do the tedious task of just doing it manually. And how I usually do that is I just make a few of them. And then I just toss them out to our Witcher as we need them because I'm going to be right here working pretty hard with our boys. Oh my God, look at this clay deposit. It's beautiful. Sorry, distracted. Beauty distracts me. Oh my God, is that a coconut? So we're going to work on that. Basically, the mainstay right now is your tree farm. It's the first thing we want to work on because remember, it's Autonauts. It's cozy, it's relaxing, and you're going to get stressed out when we get into automation. But don't worry, Shabby's here to help because it is relaxing. Even if you mess up, there's no repercussion. You just fix it. That's all. That's what's great about this game. So we're going to keep going with this. And when we come back in our next episode, we're going to further refine our tree farm. And we're going to refine our storages by creating a few more small storages. So that way we can then start processing planks and poles automatically, which will then allow us to set up automation for bots. So I can tell him to make bots for me and I don't have to do it anymore. But all right, brothers and sisters, if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed down below. And like I said, if you want to keep seeing more, we got to have good likes on this video. But all right, brothers and sisters, as usual, this has been ShabbyDoo, and hope the rest of your day is not too shabby.